we don't leave in 50 minutes or so, the captain's gonna go illegal. There's a police car that rolls up to us. How do I explain this whole situation that has brought me to this moment? Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Departure. I am just gonna vlog my 3-day trip. I am so bad about vlogging. I know I'm so sorry. I never vlog on YouTube anymore, but I'm really trying. I'm trying to be better. So I just got into Providence, Rhode Island. This is my first time being here. It's currently like 1:15 a.m. We had what was supposed to be a very short day turned into kind of a long day. So we signed in around 6 p.m. We were supposed to leave at 7 p.m. but right when I got to the airport, we got delayed. The delay turned into like more and more of a delay because we were waiting for our captain to come in from Charlotte, and he was delayed because when he was leaving Charlotte there was maintenance, so it was a long day for him. But anyways, we started boarding at about 8 p.m. and right when we started boarding we got delayed again because I guess the captain had landed but he had not gotten a gate yet, so they were sitting on the ground for a while waiting for a gate. We board up, we wait for the captain, he finally gets there, we close the door, we start taxiing, and we're like, okay, let's just get out of here. Like everybody's just anxious to you know, get to Providence. And all of a sudden there's weather over the East Coast, so we sat for another like 55 minutes or so, just like, you know, parked off to the side on the taxiway. And at that point it was like, otherwise we might make it there and it'll just be like really late. As I said, it's like 1 a.m. As you may have noticed, we made it. Okay, moving it down to the ground because I need to put my lunchbox away. The crowd was really chill, and everybody I think was just really happy to be getting to where they needed to go. And also because we were going to like Providence, nobody had flight connections or anything, so people weren't like stressed out about missing connections. I just am so happy to finally be here because I was supposed to have like a 3-hour duty day, and I was like, I can't wait to get into the hotel and sleep. It'll be great. And I was really hoping to hang out on this layover with a friend of mine who just moved out here, but since we got delayed and our layover is so short now, it's not gonna happen because I'm gonna sleep. Anyways, we are scheduled to leave around 3 p.m. tomorrow, but it looks like there's gonna be weather in the area at around that same time. So yeah, we all exchanged numbers in the lobby with my crew when we were checking in because we were like, we might end up getting delayed, we're not really sure. So we can like have an open line of communication that way in case we need to like change what time we head to the airport. But let me actually show you guys what I brought for food because that's always fun. I love these little like Commodore coffees. They come frozen, and they're nice to like throw in my bag, and they're thawed out right now, but I'm just gonna make a coffee with it later, and then I'll probably do that on the plane tomorrow. And then I also brought my Nut Pads French vanilla creamer. I love this stuff, and this is like the perfect travel size, so I don't even need to put it in like a separate container. I packed salads. I made these really good salads, which I got like pickle chips, like fried pickles, and then vegan bacon bits, lettuce. I got a ranch in there. Super excited about that. And then I made sandwiches using some of the cheese that I got when I was in London last week, and some bread too. It's like focaccia bread, and it's so good. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I put some like vegan deli slices on there. And then I got this really good, let me see if I can get it open, this really good muffaletta spread from Costco, and it has like olives and carrots and cauliflower. It is literally so good. So I'm gonna add that to my sandwich tomorrow, and then some avocado to it as well. And then I'll hopefully heat it up in the airplane oven. And then I also have some, I did like the croissant rolls, like the ones in the tube, and I did vegan hot dogs, and I just like wrapped them up like pigs in a blanket. Brought some ketchup for that as well. So yeah, that's what I packed for food for this trip. I am honestly pretty excited about my food, and I had sushi for dinner, and I ate that on the plane. It was a pretty easy and last minute packing of food, but I'm excited to eat it. So I'm just gonna get ready for bed, and I gotta show you my hotel room really quick because I've never had one like this. The sink is like not attached to the bathroom, it's like in the entrance. I just thought that was really odd. So yeah, the entrance is right here, the bathroom is to that side, and then this is literally the situation. I just think it's so odd. So I literally just woke up. It's 1 p.m. I slept so terrible last night. This room is like really humid and stuffy. It just feels like there's like no good air circulation. Like I feel really congested and gross. Because our flight already got delayed twice. So original departure was 3. We got delayed to 4:20 and then 4:40. So we already texted in a group chat and decided we're gonna change our pickup time. We're gonna leave around like, was it 3:30? So I got a couple hours. I just feel really gross this morning and honestly super exhausted and unrested, even though I feel like I slept a long time, but I just like tossed and turned a lot. So it wasn't really like a good sleep or anything, which kind of sucks. We'll see if our plane gets delayed again because it is coming from Charlotte with our pilots. So our plane is on the way. It ended up taking off from Charlotte, but they delayed our flight again because it's going to be getting in later. So now our flight is delayed till 4:58. And so we're supposed to get into Charlotte at 7:09, and our original departure to San Francisco was, I want to say like 6:40 something. So they might end up having to delay that flight or then maybe take it off of our schedule. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. It's like 2 p.m. I think now. Yeah, 2:30. So have a bit of time still before pickup. Feeling better now that I kind of like got up and walked around because it was just like so stuffy in here. But I did my hair and I feel like the humidity is just gonna like kill my hair before I even get to work. I'm gonna run out right now and grab ice because I want to be able to fill up my ice pouches for my lunchbox before we go. So these are what I like to use for my ice. They're linked in my Amazon storefront. I'll put it down below. They're really nice because they're little like pouches and you can fill them with ice. You can grab ice from the hotel, you can grab ice on the plane, versus like if you use just like an ice pack from the fridge, it melts the first day you use it. So if you're on a 3-day trip, this is a really good way to refill it and have ice for your lunchbox. I love them. And look at these like fun prints too. This one's got like flamingos, this one's got like leaves and stuff. So I just hopped outside around the corner to grab ice, as I said. And when I got back to my room, of course, because we were supposed to have checked out already, my room keys stopped working, so I had to run downstairs. And I was like in my pajamas and like my work shoes and stuff. Like my outfit looked so funny. And yeah, I just had to get my key reset. I hate when that happens. And of course, like, at least I'd gotten ready for the day, but I've had that happen before where I'm like in my pajamas and I like have not gotten ready for the day and I didn't have my phone with me or anything. I just had to go down there and get it reset. But I got my ice now, so I get these filled up and then I'll pop them in the fridge just so they stay cool before we leave. I know we still have a bit of time before I leave, but I just wanted to get it done because otherwise I might forget and then I'm gonna be scrambling, and who knows if our flight will get delayed more and then I won't have ice on my food. So I'm glad I'm getting this done right now. And honestly, while I'm sitting here, I'm just gonna make a coffee because I still have so much time to kill it. I think it's like probably 1:45 and I still have like an hour. It has been an absolute night. It is 3:30 in the morning right now. I am in South Carolina, not where I was supposed to be earlier today. I will tell you guys what happened because today has been such a mess. I'll tell you what happens when I get back to Chicago tomorrow because I need to go to bed right now. It's 3:30 and I need to be up by 8:30, so 5 hours from now. I'm exhausted. It's been quite the day. So just keep watching if you want to see everything just unravel. So it's the next morning. I'm going to tell you about what happened yesterday. I have pickup in like, I don't know, 40 minutes or so. But I am in South Carolina because we ended up laying over in Charlotte last night because it was such a mess. This was one of the only hotels that they had availability for us because everybody else was, you know, booking hotels and all that stuff. And I guess there's like something going on over here too, which makes the hotels more booked as well. I can't remember what it was, like some sports thing. We boarded the plane in Providence. Remember, that's where I was yesterday. It was about 5 p.m. and pushed back, but then we had a delay because I guess they shut down some of the airspace or they weren't accepting so many flights. So we were basically stuck sitting on the taxiway. We ended up sitting on the taxiway for about 2 hours before finally going back to the gate. By the time we got back to the gate, we deplaned all of our passengers. Then we sat on the ground for a little bit longer. I want to say maybe an hour. I'm trying to think back to what times it was because I believe we got off the plane at 7:30 and then we reboarded around 8:30. So yeah, about an hour. because they finally were like, we think we're gonna be able to get out, so we want to get everyone on the plane so that we can just taxi out right away. We ended up landing in Charlotte at 11:16, and we were off the plane by like 11:30, and they put us on a deadhead back to Chicago that was delayed until 11:36, but because we were landing and getting to the gate at 11:16, it takes about 15 minutes to get everyone off the plane. They ended up pushing back from the gate a little early actually, but within the like 10-minute door closure. So we already knew when we left Providence that we weren't going to make our deadhead. We're like, maybe in the off chance that we can get off the plane super quick, we can make the deadhead, but we honestly didn't think it was going to happen. So of course they hadn't booked us a hotel or anything. So at this point it's 11:30. We start calling to try to get a hotel. It's taking forever. We finally get a hotel at, I want to say about 12:45, 1 a.m. Then we have to find a way to get to the hotel. So usually there's either car services or hotel shuttles. Well, this hotel is in South Carolina. It's super far away, and there's no car service. So we try to get the company to get us Ubers. They'll do like an Uber voucher and send it to your phone, and that way you can get it and take the Uber. Well, Uber kept canceling on us, so we had to keep calling over and over and waiting on hold, and then get the voucher to try to get it again, but then they'd cancel again. So then we waited in the taxi line, and then we found the car service that they use here in Charlotte, and we were able to get them to book it through that, and it was so fast actually. By the time we actually called and got them hooked up with the car service, it showed up in like 5 minutes. So we got to our hotel last night at about 1:30 a.m. and then we find out there's no hotel rooms left. For some reason they messed up the counts, and now we're all the way in South Carolina and there's no hotels left. So we sat there for an hour before they called around to some hotels and they put us in this one here. And so this hotel was like a 10-minute walk away from the other hotel. So at 3 a.m., it was about like 3:15 a.m., we walked to this hotel. The most ridiculous thing happened. So on the walk over, we're kind of in like, it's not middle of nowhere, but it's like kind of wooded, and there's like sidewalks and stuff. So we're walking on the sidewalk, and there's a police car that rolls up to us and is like, what are you guys doing? This is very unusual. And of course, I'm so tired, and when I get tired, I just word vomit everything. Like, I just ramble, and I'm like, how do I explain this whole situation that has brought me to this moment? So I'm just going on and rambling and trying to explain everything, and he's looking at me like, this is so weird. And he was like, okay, it's not normal that I see people leaving a hotel at 3 a.m. with suitcases and walking down the street. And we're like, no, we understand that this is super irregular, but we are literally so tired and we're just so desperate to get to sleep because we've had such a long day and we are still on hold with crew tracking. It was just such a mess. So anyways, we got to the hotel about 3:30 a.m. and woke up this morning because there were like screaming kids in the hallway, and got breakfast, and now I just finished getting ready, and I'm gonna head to the airport in a bit because we're deadheading home. And yeah, it's been quite crazy days. I'm just very happy to go home. So that's basically what happened. And I'm hoping the rest of the day goes smoothly, so we'll keep you posted. I've never experienced anything like that. It was crazy, but sometimes with irregular operations, it can be such a mess, and it can take a lot to get everything all sorted out. I forgot to vlog once I got home, but we landed from Charlotte around, I think it was 12:15, and then I just headed home and I've enjoyed the rest of my evening off. It's 9:30 right now. I just worked out and showered, did my hair and everything, because I have a Baltimore ODAN tomorrow, and then I have one day off, and I'm doing London and another 3-day trip. Then I have a day off, San Diego, and another San Diego, once a 3-day, once a 2-day. But I'm really hoping that my first San Diego drops, but I've had nothing move on my schedule this whole month, really. So it's a little frustrating because I do have 137 hours this month, and it's a lot. I think that's honestly probably one of my records for hours in the month. 137 is definitely a lot. It's like 3 days off. I'm not even joking you. So yeah, that's why I was very happy to be home earlier today, at least, because I would have just been getting home right now had my trip not kind of fallen apart and everything. Even though the trip falling apart was super exhausting, but it is just nice to get home earlier. I know I definitely appreciate that a lot, just because I am working so much this month. I'm away from home a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog though. I will try to do some more in the future, but as always, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I do a lot more vlogs and little short form content there for trips that I do and layovers, all that fun stuff. So definitely go and check those out and follow me there. And if you're not subscribed to my channel here, make sure to subscribe to The Daily Departure, and I will see you guys next time.